What was the hardest thing you went through in life, and how did you get past it? When I was in class 3, my uncle told me a story. He'd say, "Sit on me, and only then will you hear the story." He'd hug me tightly and begin. The story was about high mountains and flowing rivers. I loved it, but there was always a strange pain in my chest. At first, I didn't understand it, so I tried to ignore it. Every day, he'd drive me to school and back, telling me his stories, but that pain kept intensifying. One day, I said to my mom, "Mom, do you know what happened today?" "Not now, I have too much work. Go change and eat." "But Mom, first, change." The next day, the pain had worsened, and something new began. I cried, and he covered my mouth with his hand, continuing his story. When I came home, I found my mom was sick, and Grandma told me she was taken to the hospital. I locked myself in the bathroom, crying, not because of the pain from my uncle, but because I missed my mom. I needed her. I wanted to tell her I wasn't okay. As I grew, the stories from my uncle grew less frequent, but the pain stayed. I approached my mom again. "Mom, can I ask you something?" "Yes." I pointed to my lower abdomen. "It hurts here. I told you not to eat so much pickle yesterday, didn't I? Now it's going to hurt." I didn't know how to respond. That was the moment life slapped me hard in the face. I didn't know what was happening to me, and when I went to my mom for help, she wasn't really listening. I went from being a shy, timid girl to a stubborn, headstrong, distant one. I distanced myself from everyone, my classmates, friends, and even everything around me. I couldn't stop my uncle from telling his stories. I developed a growing aversion to everything, to everyone. Eventually, I realized what was happening. I was a victim, but my confidence had hit rock bottom. I didn't feel I could speak to anyone because I didn't believe anyone would listen. One day, when the pain became unbearable, I finally retaliated and slapped him hard. He, being the man, showed me what a man could do. When I got home, my mom sensed something had happened. "What's wrong?" "I'm dead inside." "Stop talking nonsense. Does it matter to you?" Time passed. School ended. The story stopped. I felt the pain fading, but the scars never healed. During this time, I read a lot of books. They helped me a great deal. Books became my solution. They taught me how to deal with situations and their consequences. I learned that the world is full of people with different thoughts. Not all people are bad, but not all people are good either. I started analyzing every situation and began viewing life as a bigger picture. I told myself that one incident shouldn't make me weak. I built a wall that no one could see through. My character underwent a drastic transformation twice. From a girl who spoke, I became one who listens. From a speaker, I turned into a writer. My confidence began to return, but there's one thing that never changed. I fear relationships. I fear them, not because of the past, but because I can't trust anyone. I have friends. I have family. But there's a part of me that still hides from everything. A lot of me has healed, but there's still a little part of me that hasn't.